family joining us whose family is no secret to tragedy, whose family is no secret to being in the spotlight. Without further ado, I want to welcome Miss Erica Gordon Taylor of the Mamie Teal Mobley Foundation, which is the family of Emmett Till. You guys give her a hand as she comes to the mic.
Good morning.
Good morning!
I bring you greetings on behalf of my family, the family of Emmett Till. You know, we receive a lot of calls, a lot of inquiries from our family when there are tragedies across the country. And I just want to say, when we received the picture of KJ, his after shot, next to the picture of Emmett Till's after shot, we said, wow, they got this one right. You know, even the Tallahatchie River spewed Emmett Till's body up when they tried to weigh it down with that barbed wire to expose the ugly truths of racism. Well, the Johnson family has rolled out the mat to expose the truth about what they've done to KJ. You know, when you get a blanket and you put it over your body and you lay down up under it and you start stirring around a little bit, it starts to hang off a little bit, it gets messed up. Well, the Johnson family has stirred up the cover in the cover-up. And they are starting to expose, a little bit at a time, the truth of what happened to their baby. And I just want you to know, the truth crushed to earth will rise again. A lie can no longer live. You know, Dr. King said, Black America's challenge was to mobilize our resources to be productive, responsible people and make positive contributions to the life of a nation. A nation of people that never experienced political domination, economic exploitation, segregation, and humiliation. We stand here today to mobilize, yet grappling with the same dilemmas that they did back 50, 60 years ago. You know, I just really admonish you to stand with this family, to straighten your backs up like we have. We have been praying in solidarity with this family, and we know that if you all take a stand and get out and fight on behalf of KJ, on behalf of Jordan Davis, on behalf of Kendrick Johnson, Trayvon Martin, Amadou Diallo, Oscar Grant, and the list goes on and on. We know that a man can't ride your back unless it's what? So I need you all to straighten up your backs and continue to march and rally and walk with this family until they get justice. And don't feel sorry for the Till family. Because just because the court system said not guilty, we get justice every time a child gets justice, a family gets justice. So as soon as we get justice for KJ, the Till family will have received justice again. All right!
We're not bringing to the mic. It's election season, y'all, so you know we're gonna have some candidates in the house. But let me say this, I monitor this mic well. The candidates that are coming up are people that are doing work every day. They're not just here for show. Let me make sure that's understood. So without further ado, I want to bring up my friend, the brother that is running for Public Service Commission, Mr. Daniel Blackman.
Maybe you'll appreciate more if you know I'm not here just as a candidate today, but as a father of 3 boys that stands in solidarity with this family. And I want you to give yourselves a hand for coming out, because it means a lot to know that we have people standing up. This street should be packed, but it's never the quantity, it's the quality of people that exist. And I think we have a tremendous amount of character of people that's here. There's a sign over here that I want this young lady to hold up that says 17 and doing the right thing. And I want to just, I'm going to make my comments very brief. 70 years ago, the state of Georgia did something right. 70 years ago, the state of Georgia became the first state to reduce the voting age from 21 to 18. Because there was a slogan 70 years ago that said, old enough to fight, but old enough to vote. You shouldn't be old enough to fight and not be old enough to vote. In other words, If people like Trayvon Martin can die at 17, they should be able to vote at 17. If Kendrick Johnson's life can be lost at 17, he should be able to have voted at 17. The 26th Amendment was officially passed in 1971. And I believe we should go not only to the state of Georgia and the governor and every mayor, every county commissioner in all 159 counties throughout Georgia, to the Department of Justice and to the President of the United States. And if we're going to start incarcerating our children at 16 and 17 at mass numbers, if we're going to allow our children to be profiled and killed at 17, then I believe we should lower the voting age right now like they did in Tacoma, Maryland just last year. There's 16 and 17-year-olds can now go to the poll. So we are fired up, we are ready to go. But if you don't show up at the polls on May 20, if you're doing this family a disservice. If you don't show up at the polls in November, you're doing the families around here and the parents like myself a disservice. So I challenge you all today to not just register, not just mobilize, but get up, get out, go vote, and let's make 2014 the year we change this country. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Get registered.
Get ready for some more fire.
All right. Bring it, bring it.
That was the purpose of this rally. You know there were some people that didn't want us here in Macon. You do know that, right? So we can't sit quiet. We want them to feel us on their lunch breaks. We want them to feel us for those that didn't want to come out and take a lunch break. Our voices must be heard. And speaking of those voices, let me bring to the mic the national president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Brother Charles Steele.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm on my second tour of duty. Somebody hold my hand. I feel the spirit. Hey, you do know. My man. I know I'm fired up now. Oh, man. I just got in from Rome, Italy at the Vatican.
All right.
Before that, I was in Moscow, Russia. Before that, 6 weeks ago, I was in Berlin, Germany.
Yeah. Tell us, sir.
Why am I telling you this?
Tell it anyway.
Because the whole world is dependent upon African Americans.
That's right.
You can't be no scared Negro in this stuff. Now, if you're scared, go home or go to the park. But get away from here. This is nothing to play with. The whole world is asking, where do we go from here? Because we have a history of the movement. We don't resolve this issue with KJ.
That's right.
We're going to resolve it. Many times, God gives us an opportunity to continue our flight toward freedom, and sometimes it takes death.
That's right.
You can't be afraid to die.
That's right.
I don't fool with no scared Negro, because a scared Negro get you killed. It's movement time. It was SCLC and the other civil rights organizations that got us President Barack Obama. It wasn't because he's so smart. The smartest folks I knew were my grandmama, my uncle, my auntie, my mama and daddy. It was the civil rights movement. And it's going to be the civil rights movement that brings justice to KJ and to his family.
That's right.
We know he was murdered.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Tell it.
But we had people who came and lynched our people for many of years.
Yes.
It ain't just started.
Come on here. Tell it.
You got 90 unresolved issues, murders, within the vicinity of the metro of Atlanta, Georgia, not to mention Monroe, Georgia, where we going to be with State Representative Tyrone Brooks tomorrow.
All right.
Now, if you want to continue KJ movement, be in Monroe, Georgia tomorrow with State Representative Tyrone Brooks. I'm fed up and I'm tired of folks talking and they ain't doing nothing. We love to talk. We love to have a show. But are you ready to move? office.
There it is again.
You can't be no scared Negro being elected and afraid to speak out. We need some black folks who are elected to march and to rally with us. As I go to my seat, I do have a seat back there. What we need to realize is that is a conspiracy to take you back to the plantation. You still got to raise hell and go to jail. You want to march, you want to sing, but are you ready to die or are you ready to go to jail? All over the world, they are looking for a movement. Kenny Johnson case is our movement. Emmett Till was our movement for the modern day civil rights movement. I got one of his relatives here who we're friends. I'm a best friend to his mama, Mamie Till Mosley. Because of Emmett Till, that's how we got the freedom that we have today.